Friday Night Pints live from Barstool HQ, the first time at the actual bar. Feels super awkward right now, but we'll get the flow.
It feels like we're acting right now. Like,
excuse
me, bartender.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cameras. We're mic'd up. I'm standing. I don't ever do content standing. That's just...
It's not
not normal.
Clancy.
Yeah, right?
They don't call you Standing Clancy.
They don't call me Stancy. So we got a whole lineup tonight. We are sponsor-free, which means we're drinking anything and everything. We got the Screwball, we got the Transfusion, we got the New Amsterdam, we got the High Noon, we got the Miller Lite. Anything and everything is getting drank tonight, and everyone's already getting loose. So should be a good...
We've done a significant amount of shots already.
I know.
I started today doing Gentleman's Friday, which I never do because they do that goddamn show at 6 in the morning, and I don't get up for that. But in quarantine or whatever, it's at 9 a.m. now. And I'm going to tell a secret that I did not tell on the show.
Oh.
So at 11 p.m. last night, Pat texted me, and he said, could you do Gentleman's Friday tomorrow?
Yeah.
And I said, I got a haircut I've been working to get for a few months, not going to be able to make it. And that was just in case I didn't wake up. So then when I woke up this morning with time, I was like, yo, by the way,
I can do it.
I messed up what time it was. I can do
it. Yo, so I was driving in a minute ago in the middle of this fucking monsoon. 5 people on bikes riding along the West Side Highway.
Oh.
Completely I mean, it was a fucking hurricane. My car was like underwater, and I'm just watching people pedal along.
I walked through it.
Why?
I got a haircut, which you haven't complimented yet, but whatever.
Hey, does anybody know if John got a haircut? Because we've been on the air for 45 seconds. Is all he's talked about.
And I
show the fucking haircut. Fleischmann's finest. Yeah, haircut looks good.
I forgot I already mentioned it. But you take the train to 50th and you got to walk to 57th, and I just walked all the time. And
all right, but that's different. That's fine. If you're like, shit, I'm stuck and I'm not gonna take a car, I can get an Uber for a few blocks. To be riding your bike on the West Side Highway when it rained the entire day, you got to be an enormous asshole.
Okay, you're right.
Right?
Also, the lady who cut my hair, she's riding her bike home. Fleischmann was like, I have to ride my bike home tonight. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You leave your bike and you fucking get a car, and you come back or something.
Well, I should take the subway too, but yeah, she's like,
anything other. There was this dickhead who was wearing a garbage bag, like ripped holes and wore it like a poncho, and he's riding a city bike, which are 800 pounds. So he's like wobbling in the fucking rain and the snow and the wind. It's like, you're in a hurricane, dickhead. It's a literal fucking hurricane right now. So,
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It was never that bad.
It was atrocious.
It wasn't great, but it wasn't.
John, I'm telling you, the West Side Highway was flooded. It was up to like the radiator of my car when I was driving in at like 3 o'clock.
I was walking outside at 3 o'clock. I just got a haircut. and it wasn't.
Right, what are you drinking, Dick? You want rocks or none?
Yes, please. And it was like it was like, don't get me wrong, it was raining, but I wouldn't call it a hurricane.
Well, no, I think it was like, it's not really a hurricane. I think it was supposed to be a hurricane. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
We had a funny moment earlier sitting around talking about porn, and John was telling me.
No, he brought it up first.
Come on down. Come on down. We're gonna bring in Big Daddy Trent right now. I think we're gonna go. Yeah, I think it's gonna go like that. So sit there. I think. Right. Nick, tell me if that's wrong. Drinking the Barstool Transfusion, by the way.
Go get it.
Out now. Owen's Mixers.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, buddy.
Grape juice, ginger ale. Mix it up with the New Amsterdam vodka. Or tonight we're gonna be doing.
Stools.
We're gonna be doing it with Screwball whiskey. You get a little peanut butter and jelly action type going.
Here?
So. Yeah, sit on down. It's like this.
I don't want to
get one of these
oversell
like towels,
right,
and like tell me what's going on, Pat.
I do like this.
I don't want to oversell what it's about to be told, but this is one of the most insane things I've ever heard in my life.
This is beautiful.
This
Was
crazy.
Perfect serendipity. So we're all sitting around talking, and I think you just brought it up, right? You just said it.
Yeah, because I was on Pornhub the other night, and I'm like a front page scroll guy. I'm not a big search. Like I don't put anything in. I'm just
the only thing I search: male porn stars.
I've heard you guys talk about that. I don't do that, but what I will do is I'll scroll, go 2 pages, and if I don't find anything, then we got to go to the
You don't stop
search
in the
bar.
recommended for you? That's where my journey ends.
No.
You don't have it recommended for you?
I don't think so.
It's like new, and then it's like popular in the United States, and it's like recommended for you, and I just like.
Recommended for you is a look in the mirror, brother.
It's a dangerous game.
Yeah, I have gotten to the point where I will clear my cache and my history because I want to get rid of my recommended. Because there are times like I get pretty weird with it, but there's also times I'm just morbid curiosity, and then it starts feeding me that. I'm like, well, that was a one-time thing. That was just for fun, all right? You know?
No, I just scan the
3 glasses of wine one night. Jesus Christ, all I get now.
Yeah, I'm just a front page guy, and then I get more exact if I can't find something that I like. But the other night I found while I was scrolling the Kim K sex tape popped up.
Classic.
It's a classic. It's a piece of pop culture history, and I hadn't seen it in a while, so I clicked on that, and then you, John Feidelberg, brightened up and were like, I watched it recently too.
We watched it the same night.
What was unbelievable, like you were still talking, and I looked at John, and he was like an excited puppy. He was like,
what are the chances the two of us watched when did the Kim K? Can we get a stat boy? When did the Kim K tape come out? What are the chances you and I watched that on the same night in
2000 and like.
I was gonna say mid-2000s.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2005.
2007.
Okay.
2007, 13 years later, you and I watched that video on the same night.
We're both laying in bed scrolling, and we're maybe watching the same sex tape.
Now,
you went like this. You're a phone watcher.
I am a phone guy.
No, I go a laptop. I take a bigger screen.
The only reason
I don't discriminate. I'll do it.
The only
I would
reason
prefer
I
that.
don't do that is because I have a work laptop, and I just don't want my business.
No, so do I.
You do?
Yeah.
But what do you think?
We work, right?
I do, but I still feel like all biz is like, he's got like a dashboard of things where like all the laptops. This does not exist.
I thought about one day covering up my webcam, and then I was like, if Biz is watching, I want this motherfucker to watch.
This is what you get, you fucking Brian motherfucker.
And I'm just in bed. It's right there. The screen is big enough. I know what's going on. You can flip it to fucking horizontal, and it's all good.
I like to have just both hands free, you know?
So you
go. Here's one to scroll.
All of it works.
I'll go chest. Sometimes I'll go right. It doesn't really matter.
Well, the chest, it gets hot. The chest burns. I feel like Feidelberg's chest is like calloused by now. Like he's just got like a square where it's just fine.
You're a burn victim on your chest.
The best part, though, as we were discussing the Kim K video, I think somebody was like, how long is it? And Trent was like, 37 minutes and change. I think, maybe an estimate.
I know I don't watch the whole thing. I think we've talked about that. Where I mean, I've never watched an entire porn, but I saw 37 minutes and whatever.
Well, especially theirs. Theirs is a lot like Tom and Pammy Lee. Tommy Lee and Pam's, where they're like, you're just watching them live half the time.
A little bit.
Because I think that was a big deal back then, where it was like, look at like Kim just like in her robe
She's
walking
like in
around.
a bra, just kind of
just
hanging
cut
out.
to the fucking chase.
Yeah.
It's actually one of the worst sex tapes there is, I think.
It is, but it's still pretty good.
Because she has it's pretty good. It gets the job
It's
done.
recency bias.
It's
you guys are you're riding high from last night.
No, it's pretty good. I bet you don't remember all the ins and outs of it.
It's not. Don't get me wrong.
Are there ins and outs though? I feel like it's all very wide angle type shit.
No, there's.
You're getting in there.
But there's also like there's some weird clips like the close up of Ray J just eating pussy. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
all right,
And he's doing it very like very passionately. I don't need to watch Ray J passionately eat pussy. All right, that's too much.
He's being nice. I thought it was fine.
He's a generous lover.
That
all
was
right.
gonna be my example to bring up when you were like, "There's nothing in it." I was gonna be like, "He's eating pussy the whole time." What are you talking about?
It's so like. I don't want to mimic it. It's gross.
I wouldn't say he
He's
French
eating it like a
kisses.
fucking like a ice cream cone.
Yeah, he's there for a while.
Yeah, I mean, with the landing strip and everything.
The landing strip threw me off. I did not expect to see the landing strip.
It was 07. It was a different time.
Yeah, the landing strip's gone out of business.
Yeah.
The landing strip is no more.
It's pretty good, and if nothing else, it's a historical document.
Yeah, and also, by the way, I don't know if you want to call it makeup or surgery or whatever. It's just an entirely different head of that girl. Totally different person.
And she's so young, her voice is like way different.
It's weird.
It's a different time.
But it is, that ass was a big deal at that time. And it was like, you're gonna get to watch it have sex.
Yeah, when people like, oh, she definitely had surgery. It's like, she might not have.
On the ass?
Yeah, that thing is.
I mean,
yeah,
it was big then, and you get older, and it keeps growing.
Yeah.
Everything else, surgery, makeup, whatever you want to call it, not that ass. That ass was real. God, you know what? Ray J's such a fucking legend.
Dude,
Did you see him during the Black Lives Matter protest when he pulled up in the Maybach and just left it?
No.
He pulled up in like a Rolls Royce or a Wraith or one of those things.
A what?
And, the Wraith. It's like a.
Never heard of it.
It's like a.
Is it a Bentley?
Yeah, it's like a type of Bentley or whatever. It's one of these high-end cars, and they were like chanting like, get out of the car, get out of the car. And he just like got out and like threw the keys and just like walks into the masses.
Yo,
Like,
you can
I
get
don't
out
know
of
if
your
you got that
car
back.
and keep your keys.
Yeah, it was very like, maybe I was reading into it too much, but it looked like he was just like, this car belongs to the streets now.
There's
See
like,
you
you
later.
know how Soulja Boy thinks he started everything?
Yeah.
And it's like his MO. That's actually
Ray J.
Like, there was a clip of someone explaining it. I forget what it was on and whether it was true or not, but it was basically like sex tape Kim K. Now she's huge, and he was in on headphones, and now headphones are huge.
Raycon,
Like
yep.
everything he does, like. If you go back to the very beginning of all of it, like Ray J's somewhere around. He's like the Forrest Gump of culture. Like,
Have you ever seen him do the glasses? He has.
Oh, when he flips them.
They flip, they turn, they whatever, and he's like, they're indestructible. They're indestructible. Try it. And the guy's like, and he's just like, nah, man, whatever. Like, no big deal. Like, keep it moving.
It's like the guy with Elon Musk, the Tesla dude. Like,
Smash.
throw to the glass.
I dare you to try to break that window. I dare you. Bring a nuke in here.
By the way,
I thought you were gonna say they worked, and I was like, okay, well then he's officially Ben Franklin. If he's
No,
doing all that
no,
stuff
they-
and
they
making
just snap right in half.
indestructible glasses.
Yeah.
I think Elon Musk. I'm ready to declare you the winner.
Dude,
You are.
I mean,
Dude,
the
you know there was
SpaceX was a
one
big
time-
deal, but the Kanye, like everything he does on social media now is like, you're now a joke. I think he's very like try hard and he's just like another social media personality, whereas I think he used to be like on this pedestal.
I
this
think
other,
a big misstep has been him connecting himself with Kanye.
Yeah.
Like people
It's
are
just
now
like, it's like
being
corny.
Like,
It's like-
oh, like now, yeah, corny. That's a
it
good
feels
word
like
for
it's
it.
a publicity stunt for Kanye, and then for Elon.
But he'll always
and-
have his base of people who think he is. People think he's like a legitimate alien.
Well,
and that is like a gift.
He's
to God.
regularly like his like subreddit is regularly like upvoted onto the Reddit front page, which
Right.
like I forget what it is, but it's like how great he is. Like it was one today where it was like someone wrote an article about Kanye's presidential campaign, and it was about he was anti-abortion, anti-vax, and like Elon Musk responded to the tweet like, wait, what? And he was like, wait, what? We may have more differences than I expected, or something like that. And they're like, our king is back.
Yeah,
or whatever
right,
it is.
right.
He'll always have that core.
Did you
Always
see
have that
the
core.
latest with the self-driving technology?
Oh, well, what is it? You know, he's promising that it's
Well,
pretty much autonomous at this
He
point.
said like there's a
Big
tweet
word.
from like 2014 or something where he's like all Teslas have the software ready to go.
Yep.
And then recently he tweeted at someone and was like, we had to redesign like everything. We had to like
course
rip
he
it all
did.
up. And it's like,
But
it probably wasn't even there in the first place, you
guarantee
assholes.
In 2014, people were going crazy that
Yep.
he had reinvented self-driving cars and that
Yep.
he's the best thing that's ever happened when he doesn't have to follow through on any of it.
Mm-hmm.
It drives me fucking crazy.
There was
Trent,
a
winner.
time when I thought that I was like, Trent, I mean, come on, man. Like, never to you.
Trust me, a lot of people.
But like in my
On
head,
Twitter,
I was
people
like,
have.
you're gonna look bad on this one, man. You're
Yeah.
gonna look bad.
Nope.
And
Vindicated.
complete
As
vindication.
soon as it was going on before this, but as soon as he called that guy who's trying to help save the soccer team in Thailand, he called him a pedophile. It was like for no reason.
Yeah, that was
That's
tough.
when people really
guys,
sweat.
people who call guys pedophiles for no reason are assholes. you
And
know?
he was trying to like, Elon Musk was trying to be like, I built this awesome submarine. Oh, yeah. I got it. I'm slower, but I got it. Yeah, like he was like, Elon's like, I got this submarine that's gonna help you rescue the kids, and they were like, it's not gonna work. Like, leave us the fuck alone.
Right.
We got it.
Right.
And he was like, you're a pedo.
That
Also,
guy-
who says pedo outside of Britain? You're from California.
Yeah, Ricky Gervais, and that's it, man. Yeah,
Say
you're a
pedophile.
pedo. Fuck off.
You're fucking.
So-
you're a pedo.
Big W for Big
Thank
Daddy
you.
Trent.
I'll take that.
Kate, come on down.
By the way,
come
you
on
were
down.
talking about his wet socks. Were you talking about his wet socks earlier?
For my haircut.
From, I told him being like into the wet socks.
What are you
and just-
drinking? You good?
Cheers.
Him just squishing around, like dancing in those, that's mental illness. Like him being down.
There's a lot of things that Fife does that's mental illness. That's like at the bottom of the list.
I think it's
but
at the top.
the wet socks thing, wet socks is a bit much. You know what?
Look,
it was
like,
celebrating
look-
the wet socks. He was walking around.
It was
squishing.
funny. It was
He
so
made-
squishy.
He made Casey. Yeah, he made Casey walk around the office so he could be like, listen to these squishy socks.
Oh,
It
you
was
sick
it
pup.
was funny. I want to be accused of being like I like sick can't get the words out. I like wet socks. That's not the case. I just don't think they're that bad. I can handle wet socks.
Yeah, but even that, you celebrated it.
Yeah.
I
You
celebrated
wanted to
because
make
it's
others
funny.
uncomfortable.
I don't know. No one was getting uncomfortable from it. It was the only
Macro-
one that just.
come on, Casey.
Oh, she was
You're
already.
gonna make Casey
She was already
uncomfortable in a
uncomfortable from the
heartbeat.
roaches story.
I told the cockroach story in my apartment, and that gave her
The one with the nail?
nail.
Yeah. That one's legendary. The cockroaches just took over. For those,
It turns out if you leave a pile of mail, I won't do the sound again. I might, but like that's what made her like run into the other room.
Yeah.
If you leave, I'm sorry, Kate.
Oh,
if
no.
you leave a
I
pile,
get it.
turns out if you leave a pile of mail, it's not wet mail. It's not anything like that.
just paper.
it's just paper. Cockroaches will just take over. And when they were in my kitchen, and I was like, I touched it, and it was just.
What did you do with
See,
that, by
what's
the way?
crazy?
I would have just set it on fire.
I just threw it. I threw it. We live right across from the garbage. Like,
Roughly how many
How many?
cockroaches were there?
I mean, I'd say
A bushel?
20.
Wow, that's a lot. I thought he was going to say
Higher
like
number
6.
than I was gonna
yeah,
say.
I thought it'd be like 6.
We had to get an exterminator
Trent.
in there, and like a very stereotypical.
Casey's throwing up.
A very
pulling
stereotypical
a
Terminator
fight.
showed up, and exterminator. That's the word
Yeah,
I'm looking for.
the
And
Terminator.
dude, and he was just like, yeah, we're gonna take care of this because this is a real problem. He was like, you could tell he was born to be an exterminator because he would see them and he would just
With his hands?
with his hands.
Gloves, though.
I can't remember, but
Bare flesh just whacking him
But
is
you know,
disgusting.
Like, he's like, I don't. He looks at the rest of the world and says, I don't understand why people are scared
Yeah,
of cockroaches.
yeah.
And he's just like, oh, I'll eat
If
one
I
of
was
them.
just- Pop him
That
in
dude
there.
like definitely goes around being like, "You're a pussy if you're in a mask."
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
like, right, a ice cream cone full of cockroaches.
Yeah. I don't get it, guys. But yeah.
What do you get
The
in the
bu-
mail? Like crumbs of the month club?
Yeah,
like
It was legit just paper mail.
Which is also
See,
funny,
there's
by the
like,
way.
but you
'cause-
say that like it's like they couldn't have just been attracted to the paper.
No, I think it was a home. I think they were just underneath it. Like, we can live under here.
yeah.
Oh, so like they were like holes kind of deal, so they could crawl in maybe.
Yeah.
I think the funnier thing here is that it's just like Bob and Trent just didn't even consider looking at their mail for like months. Because it just became a house for the fucking cockroaches.
Who the fuck still looks at their mail?
Mail,
never
mail is a hoax. I mean, it's there's no reason for it anymore. I get something every fucking day that's just like throw it in the garbage. Just fucking ruin the place.
And I get like current resident mail. Like, just
Yeah, that's
stop
the
sending
worst.
that.
Yeah.
Just stop sending it.
How you doing, Kate Cuck,
I'm
Lipstool?
doing all right.
How you
Old
doing?
Katie Lipstool over here, drinking my trouble door.
What are your thoughts on landing strips?
On landing strips? Listen, I say the plane's gotta land. Why not help direct it a little bit? Make sure it goes to the
It
right.
was a staggering thing. Because I did pull up Kim K over there.
You did?
Yeah, and turn the volume down. I'm not a savage, but that was, as you guys said that,
Yeah.
another moment of serendipity. As you said it, it was on my screen, and it was like, whoa,
Like, oh,
you
yeah,
don't
you
see
don't
that
see that
anymore.
anymore.
Yeah.
Part of me wants to troll a guy a little bit and like have a normal one, but then have a fake one extended all the way up to my belly button or something.
Fake
and be
one.
like, I did a
Fake
little,
one, Kate.
Yeah, maybe braid the sides up a little. But I do feel like all the waxing salons have been closed for months and months and
Yeah.
months. I feel like a lot of couples have had could come to terms with.
True.
Oh,
they're
natural.
gonna get pubes going
You know what's
on.
going to be
Yeah.
tough? I feel like the rush back to the waxing salons. It's going to be a tough Monday for
If
those
you're a
chicks.
waxer right now,
Yeah.
you're probably in the mirror like.
Like a Rocky
You're probably doing the lawnmower out back. Like,
Kettlebells
yeah.
and
Yeah.
I mean, I would have to imagine that's a horrible existence anyway. But girls coming in with like 4 months of
Worth of-
overgrown.
yeah.
But like,
I
who's
I
had
just
like
turned
over?
bright
are
red
we-
thinking about it.
Like everyone's been trimming a little bit.
Well,
Right.
I feel like when you get
it's like it's like guys with their beards. Guys are like, I'm gonna grow
yeah,
my,
I'm
this
gonna
is
let
my
it grow.
time to grow
Well,
my beard.
I
out.
think especially if you were like not if you're not
True.
seeing anybody, you're not
Yeah.
hooking up, you're not going
Yeah.
out anymore. It's like, well.
As long as I can still reach the old thing.
Looks like I found the baby bird in the nest.
Yeah. Gotta
yo.
take my rings off now, I guess.
How?
I'm glad.
I'm sweating.
It gets
I'm
hot in his life.
Anyway.
What? How low do you think you have to sink to be like, I'm gonna wax girls' assholes for a living? Like, there's got to be other options, no? Like, you probably start out like I do nails and I do the massage, and then it's like, well, I gotta.
Well, I mean, like
wax.
it's the same thing as anything.
No, it's not.
No, you start
Yeah.
seeing you're like, I do this grooming thing, and then I see
Oh,
a
you
paycheck for
ease
the
into
other
it?
one, and you're like, what?
But I feel like the
that
tips are
over
good.
there?
I know when I go, because I do.
Yeah.
But I know I like tip good because I'm like, you had to look at my beehole.
Yeah.
Here's a 20. You know.
I think it's very funny that
Yeah.
women of all sorts agree to that. Like,
Yeah.
like I know girls who are like conservative girls who are like nervous, like, and they'll just be like, flip over.
Yep.
Gotta wax my butt.
Turkey ball it. Yeah. Whatever you gotta do. But.
Your co-host did you dirtier than I've ever seen anybody do someone
Cigaretting?
dirty. Yeah.
Cigaretting.
Chaps
is-
posted a video of at home. He goes up to McCartney and informs McCartney that Kate has slipped and is smoking cigarettes again during
Yes.
quarantine. and it was like watching a little girl learn there's no fucking Santa Claus.
Yeah.
It was absolutely brutal, and I would imagine pretty effective, but goddamn, there are some lines.
Breaks your heart
Some
a little
things.
bit, and they
But
have
how
the
effective?
sweetest
Like,
little
yeah,
face that you've
yes.
ever seen. And when I've been down
very
there
cute.
before and like stayed with their family, they're like, "Are you still cigaretting? Have you quit cigaretting?" And I'm like, "For you, I'm gonna." And then I did, and then I relapsed. And he told McCartney like, she's back on it. And
You know what I think you got to do now, though? Is just got to come over the top.
I was gonna say
Make a
double
video
down.
like,
be like,
yeah,
that's
like
right,
you suck on, like
McCartney."
on one drag. This is for you, McCartney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get lung cancer right in your face.
That'll show her.
I'll fucking show you.
I'm gonna fly all the way down there, ring their doorbell, take a few steps back, and just let her answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just be like the people in the leftovers, like always just sitting at the end of the driveway.
Yeah.
Just dangling,
smoke a
just
cigarette.
Just
ripping.
letting it go.
Those heaters.
Summertime heaters, man. There's something about it's easy to quit in the winter, but
Are
the
you
summer-
like full blown cigaretting?
No, only when I'm getting ripped.
It's like, listen, McCartney, we got to deal with the alcohol problem first, okay?
Yeah,
There's a lot
layers
of
to
vices to address here.
It's an onion. Okay, we'll get through it.
Who do we want next? Who wants it next? Nate Dogg, come on down, baby.
Nate.
Oh, don't get too excited, Nate.
Yeah.
Take a little longer, too.
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ on the
Yeah.
cross.
I was pumped to come over here.
What's up, babe?
Hi.
How you doing?
How's that drink, Kevin, by the way?
You want it? You want to try some?
Sure.
A little peanut butter and jelly?
What's up, Nate Dogg?
Hi. Oh yeah, can you ice me as well,
Yeah.
please?
Yeah. The screwball peanut butter with the grape transfusion. I'll let you mix it. So you
Oh
know.
man.
It's a
You decided to go hat?
Yeah, I saw a video of myself. No, just some ice, please.
yeah. Nate was
I got my head shaved like 5 days ago, and it grows back super quick around the sides.
Do you have any thought to doing it every day? Like
I'm-
just run
I'm
one?
too lazy for that. I have no time to do that. I mean, I have all the time
I was
in the
gonna
world.
say, you just
I'm
don't
just
want to.
lazy. Yeah,
Sure.
no, I don't.
I feel like if you had to shave your head every day, we're talking like Bic every day.
But it's
Yeah, Large does it every morning at like
That's-
4 a.m.
Large
No,
does?
it's because I did it in high school. It becomes like brushing your teeth, and
Oh,
when
hell
you
no.
when you just
Who
it
has
just
time to
becomes-
do that every
doesn't.
it
day?
just becomes part of your. Yes, it does.
I mean, I blow dry my hair every morning. It sucks every morning.
No, but it's
Did you get a haircut today?
I got, well, I didn't blow dry today because when I got a haircut.
You got a haircut.
Oh, it looks nice.
But
But especially when there's no hair. You guys are thinking you got to put a bunch of fucking.
Yeah, you know.
No, you just in the shower. It's wet, and you just go boom, boom, boom,
Ah,
boom. and it's
that's
over.
easier.
Have
then.
you ever-
Then that
do
makes
you
it
nick
easier
your
to
head?
blow
yeah,
dry.
I feel like
You
I'll
will
just
every
be
once in a while, but
gushing
it's
with blood.
no,
Right,
but it's not like if you ever hit yourself shaving it, you don't even notice it.
All right.
What?
I'll
I've
give
been
it a
shaving
go.
On your
my legs
face?
since I was like
Yeah.
11. And
You
You been what?
I've been us ladies, we've been shaving our legs since we were like 11. You notice every time you get. We still nick ourselves.
I
don't
feel
know
like
how
I'll
you
be
do it.
shaving
You
my
know,
face when I used to do it with like a razor, and I'd be like, oh, there's blood on my neck. Like I wouldn't know it until I saw actual evidence.
But there would be blood. Like, are
Right.
you bleed from your head?
Very rarely. You gotta. It's pretty
Gotta
hard
hit
to
hard,
hit
yeah.
yourself. Yeah. I'm just saying.
All right, I'll give it a go.
I'm just
But
saying.
yeah, I went hat.
There was a lot of people this quarantine.
Oh, wait.
Who,
So if you do that in the shower, are you a toothbrusher in the shower?
Nope.
Is there anyone here who does that?
No.
No.
I have at times in my life. College
think
was a big like I brought
That's
all my
always
shit
like
in there.
one of the things on like a life hack
Save
list,
time.
like how to save time.
No, it doesn't, because you're just brushing your
You're
teeth.
just still brushing your teeth
Yeah.
instead of
Right.
soaping or
You're
whatever.
not
Right.
saving any
It
time.
infuriates
Wait, you're
me.
using like hot water from the shower too? Fuck
Yeah.
that.
No, it's all every once in a while you'll like stay at a friend's house or whatever, and you'll see the toothbrush and toothpaste, and I want to punch him right in the fucking prick. Because also,
Jesus Christ!
because you also have to get it out at
Oh.
nighttime, right? You're not always you don't only brush your
Yeah.
teeth in the shower.
Wow.
Sometimes you.
I'm
Yeah,
also
so
gonna
you're a
shit on
weirdo
the
like
shower
that.
beer.
You
I
all
think
brush your
shower
teeth at
beer's
night?
dumb.
I'd say.
If we're not, like,
You guys don't brush your teeth at night.
He shamed me like I was a
Not
fucking
every
homeless
single
person.
night.
I would guess I brush my teeth.
no, see, I know
Everything.
you're lying because you pass out on the couch
Yeah.
more than
Well,
anybody.
sometimes when I'm drunk, I don't. Yes, but
And
like,
you're
if
drunk
I'm,
like 4 or 5
Yeah.
nights a week.
If
What?
I-
How many days a week are you not drunk?
if I go to if I go like, well, I'm talking drunk, like I'm only drunk like once or twice a month. But
I'm ready to be free. I don't brush my teeth at night. I've never done it.
Yeah, that was he's telling
I
lies.
just have.
I'm only forget brushing my teeth.
Drunk is
drunk
like
twice this
yeah.
week.
I mean, blackout drunk maybe twice a week. You're steady, actually intoxicated drunk like 20 days a month at least. At least. At least.
Yeah, probably something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we talking cum or what?
Jesus! Right, the
That's
camera
it.
on him.
That's it. We talking cum.
What does that mean?
The floor is yours.
So earlier,
Boy,
we
he
were-
came locked and loaded with a cum
sweating
story.
right
I know
now.
it is so
Me too.
fucking
Me
hot.
too.
Did we like
I think
turn
it's
off the
like
air
that.
conditioner or something?
Shooting
I,
ropes.
oh yeah, you got like
God
glistening
damn,
going
I'm
too.
sweating.
Yeah, it is hot in here.
I
I'm
wore a
normally
sweatshirt
freezing.
specifically because it was cold in this fucking office. Talk about your
Yeah,
cum,
normally
Nate.
freezing, yeah.
All right, so I was saying earlier, sometimes you're watching porn and you see something that you've never seen before.
Like
and-
what?
Oh, I'm gonna get to that. I'm glad
Oh,
you asked.
okay. All right.
So I'm browsing, perusing, and how do I say this nicely? So he comes on the girl, and then he just starts licking it off his own cum, and I was like, well, golly.
Is that something you're interested in?
No. Okay. And I had,
Well,
I had to
I don't think you come
rewind.
to this forum and talk about it unless
I-
you're
so-
You
interest
said
is
you put an
piqued.
iPhone note about it.
Yeah.
I had to write it down because I was like,
Captain
I need
Twice
to make
and
sure
Western Scotch.
that that's not a normal thing. Like, I had to make sure. Like, I was worried I was going to tell John what I saw, and he'd be like, yeah, what's the crazy part of this?
Interesting.
Well, yeah, listen.
I mean, look, I've heard of it. I've heard it in video and seen it in video. It's
I
called
would-
snowballing, I believe.
I was gonna say, I'd be lying if I didn't say what snowballing is, but
It
I
took
also
me
don't think
very
I'm
off
gonna
guard.
participate in
I've
it.
never even seen it.
You know
That's
what?
what I'm saying.
Snowballing, much like the landing strip, has gone the way of the.
The
way of the dodo.
dodo.
Yes, yeah.
I was about to say the way of the dildo. That might have also worked, but
Yeah.
yeah, the way of the dodo.
Each your own.
I've never,
Yeah, I just had to
You've
share
never
that.
seen
No.
little,
I feel like that
spin
was
back
around
and
the
forth?
Dennis Jameson days.
Between.
But you've seen it with girls,
Yes.
just not guy to girl.
No.
Guy with his
Yeah,
own
right,
cum.
right.
There was a Jenna Jameson.
was
The first time I saw it.
That's the first time I saw it
Jenna
too.
Jameson, there was this pirate-looking motherfucker,
Yeah.
and he comes right on her butt, like her butt cheek, and then and I was probably like, I don't know, Jenna Jameson's I'm probably
She's old.
14, 15.
Yeah.
No.
Right?
This
Older?
guy, I would guess I was that age.
So
you
I'm
probably-
like 17,
Yeah.
18, whatever the difference.
Maybe. I don't know.
And
Maybe I was
anyway,
younger. Who
I'm a
knows?
young buck, and I was just like, whoa! I did not know that was like a thing.
No, I would have taken me off guard just like you.
I
Because I've never
didn't.
even heard of it.
I was so perplexed that I rewound it to make sure I was seeing what I was seeing. And he
Imagine
was just.
you're a sperm and you're like, oh, finally getting out of this weird. Oh,
But there was nothing in the title to make me know that like
That was
does-
gonna happen.
I will say that does seem like a title. Like you gotta.
Yeah.
let
Or at
us
least
know.
one of those
Yeah.
little like things on the scroll bar
Are
at the
you
bottom.
next before you dive in?
You know what I'm talking about, right?
What'd you say? Sorry.
The little tags on the
Yeah,
scroll
so-
bar so you know what's about to come.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
Like
I'm
if you look on like the bar at the bottom,
yeah,
there'll be these little
it'll be like
spots.
stepbrother, amateur, not safe.
No,
for work.
no,
No. It'll be
no.
like blowjob,
Oh,
doggy
okay.
style.
Yeah, no.
So you know, like if you want to scroll to that part of the video, it's very handy.
What 1800s porn site am I on?
I don't know. You're on
Wait,
Pornhub,
what
right?
I am. Yeah.
Porno?
Yeah. Not every video has it, but a lot of them will tell you like where to scroll to for this position.
Premium. Oh, premium.
Come on down! Come on down, Zah! Is it really only premium?
It's well, that's the
has
one
to
I've
be.
been seeing.
That's the only difference
That's the
between
one I've been
ours.
seeing it on. Premium.
But wait, I don't have my premium account anymore.
Oh, that I
Fuck
saw.
you, Larry.
So
No,
I just,
they're definitely. I don't have premium either. They're definitely some.
It's just if you know the
They put the work
uploader
into it.
does the
I don't like that now. Like suggested for
Well, we
you.
just said the recommended for you
I-
is a
I-
look in the mirror. That is
I
a tough
do
one to
not
handle.
like that.
Do you like it? Like you like it on all other platforms like Amazon?
Yeah,
and
of course, I'm
Instagram.
not- yeah.
I mean, I think it sees what you want.
I was
No,
gonna
I'm with like. You have a couple harsh moments here and there, but
Right, for the most
largely,
part.
it's worth it.
That's a great way to put it.
Like,
Every once in a while, I'm like,
vast majority of the time
how
it's
do you
worth
know
it.
that's what I want to see? Wait, why do I want to see that? That's not good.
Well,
and then there's sometimes you go, ugh. You go kombucha girl with it.
Yeah.
Like, what? All right. Oh, you tricked me.
you guys
What-
like
what-
wasting your time. I mean, the algorithm figures
Yeah.
it out. Literally,
What-
time
what
is
is-
everything you like what you're.
Is yours just fat ass white girls?
Oh yeah.
Every time.
Every single one of them. It's like Rachel Starr, Julie Cash, Sarah J, one after the other, bro. 1, 2, 3, bang, bang, bang. That's how I like it.
Amazing.
None of this going back to the search and all that. That's
This was what, like what year anniversary, wasn't it? Just the other day, I saw the Viva La Stool account
I was
post.
jerking off.
Your first-
3. Holy shit! How long have I been here? It's okay. It's gonna be 3. It's gonna be 3 in a month. It's gonna be 3.
I mean,
3 years in a month.
Wait,
Zaz-
3 years?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Since you got on the table?
2017.
Holy-
since I
That,
jumped
that
on
was the video.
table
So it was
and
I saw the
Zah,
video the
shaved
other day,
head,
yeah.
shaved head comes in like a
By the way,
button-up
the
shirt and
hair
just
is
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Unbelievable.
He hates it.
It's-
He hates it.
What?
No
I hate it
way.
so
Really?
I was just about to say, if you get
Why
rid of it,
I
I'll
have
kill
it
you.
is because I get a lot of it.
Yeah.
Great for business.
Yeah.
Everybody likes it except for me. I sweat a lot. As you can see,
yeah.
we're
It's
inside and
hot.
climate
Oh,
control, and
my
I'm
God.
sweating.
Something's
That's why
happening.
I stepped out of the light.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
the lights-
Pete always swears
Oh,
these
right
lights
there.
don't give off
That's
heat.
wrong.
Fuck you,
Pete's
Pete. You're a
wrong.
fucking
Classic
liar.
Pete.
No,
I've never
I
seen
stopped
none of
sweating
these lights.
significantly since
He's
I
such a
slid right
Life,
here.
Can I
life,
have
life,
mine?
life is so hard for me, man. I wish I could step out. Like, they won't see me if I step out of the light.
I'm good, thanks.
Thank you.
You good? So you came in so hot,
Glad I got that out.
and it was a funny tweet from Glenny, because we all know that you fucking destroyed Smitty. But then there was also just a ricochet shot to Glenny being like, you should fire Glenny too.
Yeah,
That was the Glenny ball.
all that happened
That
on,
was the
on
same
that
day?
day
Yep.
is not.
That
me
was
at
the
all.
greatest like WWF performance I've ever seen.
So good.
Because especially knowing Za now is like one of the nicest guys who's like friends with everyone. He came in just
Very
like,
friendly
fuck
with
you,
Smitty,
fuck
too.
you. Yeah,
Very,
right.
very close to
Yeah,
Smitty.
Glenny
Gang,
Schmidt,
both
like he's one of my
Glenny.
best friends now. He
Yeah.
called me to get fired when he first got here.
God, that was. He set
It's
the
something.
chair up and he just steps
Great-
up on
great
that
to be
table
here.
in Barstool Radio. Oh my God.
All time.
What a fucking moment.
Great to be here, though. I'm
The video with the
happiest
curb
I've
music
been
behind
probably since what? When did I peak? Like college junior year. Since then, I had a little slump.
Yeah.
Between junior year till then, but happy to be here. Everybody.
How's the motherland with coronavirus?
Good,
Big
man.
over there
Good.
or
Us black, especially us Africans. Us Africans, it don't kill us because
Yeah.
we're strong as hell. So I mean, everybody.
Is that,
might
is
get-
that
yeah.
the
So-
joke at the
so-
beginning of coronavirus, but it's kind of held true?
Yeah. I mean, the death rates aren't as high as over here. I mean, the scientists are saying it's got to do with the TB, a vaccine, whatever the hell they're saying. But I mean, we're not falling. So
You guys get eaten by lions, but you
Right.
don't die of coronavirus.
Not as much as
I mean,
hippos,
right?
though.
Most important
That's what I learned
question.
in Donnie Goes to
What's
Zimbabwe.
the porn situation over there?
Hippos eat.
Oh, it's
hippos eat-
magazines in the woods.
Oh,
yeah.
oh, wait, do you know about Za's history?
No.
That's how I used to make my money. Through porn.
Bootlegging. He was a porn
I used to
bootlegger.
sling porn in high school.
When Asa showed
I
up.
thought you meant.
Maybe that too.
Name's
Asa
Kate.
started working. He walked up to her and was like, Asa, like, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
You put me through high school. I sold your work to like the boys in school.
I used to sling them. So my brother used to mail. He used to mail the DVD. I don't know if you guys remember the DVD towels, the blank DVD towels from back here.
Yeah.
I had a hard drive with about at the time compressed. It was compressed at the time. I had about at the peak of my powers. I had about 28 gigs.
28 gigs of porn.
Compressed. So that's a million movies. I had any Asian, you name it, the genre, I had it, and I used to sling them for a
so
dollar.
Would
how
you
would
take
that work?
requests, or
Yeah.
would you come out like?
So what happened was I was literally destined for success. So they controlled the amount of laptops. They only allowed the laptops to
Who's they?
the
What does that
junior
mean?
the school.
Okay.
The juniors and the equivalent of the junior year and senior year in high school. So only
Got it.
2 years in a high school that consists of 6 years of school. So it's like 500 students and
Yeah.
only like about 60 were eligible to have computers. And I was one of the few at the time when I was there. I believe there was only amongst the students there was less than 10 laptops.
Oh yeah.
And I was the
You had a
music
monopoly
guy.
on the
Yeah.
fucking market, man.
I had my brother over here. My brother was doing college here in the States, so he would send me everything hot off the presser. And he was at FSU too, so Nicky Benz and them used to come and do promo. At FSU. All that. I mean, that's where they mine their porn stars
Yeah.
at FSU and stuff. So he used to send me all that, and I
Dude.
sell it to the kids in Zimbabwe.
Fascinating.
Love it.
Za has met aliens before, and I think his porn kingpin of Zimbabwe story
Better.
is better.
Like he goes back and there's whispers. That's the porn kid.
Oh, the best part was it was a boarding school and it was all guys, so it's no girls whatsoever.
Best part.
Testosterone high
Just
as hell.
come
So
everywhere,
literally,
whatever, dude.
when I say the business,
But so like people would see you and they'd be like, "Yo, like you got any Asian gang
Right.
guys?"
Oh, yeah.
And you'd be
Oh, yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah. What
"Let me
you
check
want? You
my
talk to-
like database."
money talks. I listen. If you talk,
Wait,
if
hold
you
on.
talk to
And
me, you whisper.
You would
whisper.
it was on like a flash drive for them.
I had it on. No, I'd burn it on DVDs. I had a
Oh,
tower.
okay.
I'd sell blank DVDs. I'll get a tower from my brother, burn them
Unbelievable.
and sell them.
Like how much per?
$1. $1 US. The
You
equivalent.
could have made.
You could have made 5 times. But if they would pay $1, we'd pay 5.
When you got, I mean, it was one movie per DVD, and you got I had like what, a market of about 400 horny Zimbabwean young guys going through puberty, man. I mean, I was slinging those. It was moving fast. I couldn't even keep up with the demand. I used to have lines and stuff.
I guess he's not just feeling like, would you like sneaky do it?
No. It depends. It depends on the situation. Depends on the situation. The God guys, if the God guys come in, I mean,
There's
I'll
porn
sneak
stars
it.
who don't know they're like legends of Zimbabwe because of you.
Yeah. Wow.
It's an honor.
Like how Jordan would go to like the Asian countries and they'd all freak out. Like Nikki Benz goes to Zimbabwe and they all like freak out.
It's because of me. It's an honor.
What a story. That's so
Casey, come on down, girl.
Casey.
You'll probably tell us.
Here,
somewhere.
what is that shirt?
Here, I can
Voice of God was.
Yo, raps. That's a
I
throwback.
thought it said 101. I couldn't.
Huh?
I thought it said 101, not yo.
No. I just actually stole it from Daniela's desk, to be honest.
What do you think's gonna happen to Casey when there's no football this year?
I'm gonna kill
She's
myself.
gonna like just collapse into herself.
I don't. Can you say?
You're talking to me about if you can say I'm gonna kill yourself?
Tweet it.
You can't
can
tweet
say
it.
Oh,
here.
yeah, you can't tweet it.
You can't tweet it.
What did you say?
There's not gonna be football.
I just tweeted like 2 days ago.
saw that,
Yeah.
Oh.
Was that a
I
problem?
thought he was like, actually, you can't say that.
There's not gonna be football.
No?
No.
You
There'll
calling
be
it right
NFL.
now?
There'll be NFL. There's not gonna be college.
There's not gonna
football.
be college.
And it's gonna be. You think I'm a pain in the ass to be around right now?
I do.
Will Brandon walks
There's
up-
like,
shot of
there
it.
wasn't going to be college football the second that the Dallas superintendent said there's probably going to be high school football in Texas.
It's even
That's
before
the
that.
that's the yes no.
It's when the Ivy Leagues decided they weren't gonna play.
Ivy Leagues were a strong
Oh
like
my God,
indicator,
Kevin.
Yeah.
I
but
mean, you know,
the high school
rather have
college
more than
football in
less.
Texas
You can do it in 2.
is bananas.
Let's do it on one.
The Ivy League was ahead of NCAA, the tournament, and now
And then this
football,
one too,
and, like,
because again, I remember this. I was saying it earlier to some of the people here that I was reading an article in like the Washington Post where they were interviewing like European scientists, being like, "How'd you guys do it? Like, how'd you beat it?" And they're like, "We listened to the Harvard scientists."
You're fucking guys.
You guys didn't. We just fucking followed the Harvard scientists.
dude, it's so embarrassing.
Rudy was asking earlier. He's like, "So why is everything in Europe just completely normal?" It's like because we're the assholes that
We're the
everybody's
worst.
laughing at.
We're the worst.
But I think that like
Every time we talk about it on radio, Zaz like, "This is the most American shit I've ever heard." It's crazy.
It really is cool though that we did decide. We came together as a country. We're like done.
Fuck it.
Over it. Like, good for us all coming together as a country.
Yeah, killing ourselves.
Yeah.
That's great.
Hey,
I have a
everyone
feeling.
pass your drink to the right.
I feel being in New York and like we served our time and now we're out. I feel like I shouldn't be, but I'm like, fuck you, Florida. Fuck you, Texas.
Right.
Like, you guys talk so much shit and act
talk
like we're not going to New York. You guys are disgusting. And it's like, well, now it's your fucking turn,
Right.
you dicks.
Now a lot of people from Texas want to come up to New York.
'Cause we-
No,
Absolutely
not anymore.
No.
I don't get how them motherfuckers are getting it. They ain't living on top of each other like us.
I know. It
Right?
made
It's like-
sense that this was an epicenter.
Right?
But in like Texas, it's all spread out.
You got a backyard.
But they just didn't do it. And
Well, I know a girl in Florida who got it because she worked at a bar, and she's like, we never had any regulation. Nobody wore masks
Yeah, that's
ever.
true.
It was
They're
just
going to
packed
the beach.
bars. So like the entire bar got it. She's like,
They're
all right,
going
well
to
that
the
makes
beach.
sense.
And like the beaches are crazy packed all the time. Like I guess that's
Yeah.
how you
But
do
the
it.
beaches are also like I've gone to the beach a couple times. It's
Yeah.
easy to be 6 feet apart at
Yeah.
the beach.
Yeah.
Like when
But
you go to the
nobody
beach,
is,
you're
though.
very much in
Yeah,
your
but
own.
nobody is.
What do you mean nobody is?
Down in
Everybody's
Florida
just on
and
top
Texas,
of each other.
nobody's.
Like spring
If
break.
you go to like Jersey, people are smart.
Right.
They do,
Like,
like,
I've
the drone
gone to
shots and you
Massachusetts
can
and Rhode
see-
Island, and like everyone's like very far away. It's not, I don't think it's intentional. It's just like just at
With your
a
people.
regular beach, you don't want to be within 6 feet of someone. It's like, ugh.
But if you go to like Guido beaches in Jersey, and
They're
you
all
go
on
to,
top of
like,
each other?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's only so much space, and they all want to be on the beach, and it's just like nobody cares.
Why would you ever want to be on the beach that bad that you're within like earshot
You know
of
what?
someone else?
Why would you want to be on the beach? I'm done with beach.
No, the
I'm
beach
not
is-
fucking out on the beach.
No.
I
I
go
love the
back and
beach.
forth on the
No.
beach.
Unnecessary.
But we're
What
coming
the hell?
Oh yeah, Kate, I
Yeah.
sneeze that. I hope that's not your birth control.
The
It is.
It is. I snoozed it a couple times. I was like, shit, she's gonna forget her pill today.
And I'm not taking it.
I like doing it dangerously. No mask, no pill.
I'll
Let's
do it
go.
to everybody. I'm not taking it today.
It's gonna be one or the other. No.
Dude, the beach is the worst. The beach is hot,
No,
it's sandy.
I came around on the beach again. I always go back and forth with the beach, but I went to like there are some beaches if you gotta wait in line. What I'm saying is private beaches.
Wait
Wait
in line?
Like wait in line to park.
I'm mad at beaches
Yeah,
where
I
I
mean,
can
you
just show up and sit
I've-
there
That's
and
crazy.
then leave. I can't
I've never
imagine
been
waiting
to
in
a
line.
beach where I have to wait in
it's-
line.
Well, in
I mean,
Texas, you just pull your car
By
out.
waiting in line, I mean like
That's a good
traffic.
point.
Okay, okay.
Like it's like traffic to get into the parking lot.
Yeah.
Is,
No,
California
that's-
has
that's-
What, Key West?
Newport.
That-
And like in Newport, sometimes you'll get where like there's traffic to get into the parking lot, and that sucks. But you go to a private beach where you can just go on. Those are pretty good.
Yeah, pretty great.
But really, once you're there, what? You know?
You lay in the sun and you drink, Kevin.
If you
I
drink,
can do that without
Yeah.
going to a fucking sandy
And
beach.
bringing
You
all
like
the
the
sand
ocean?
back with you.
The ocean's fine, but I
I like having
pop
some
in,
sand
pop
around.
out,
Yeah.
like,
What is wrong with you?
I just-
You like squishy socks. So you're a crazy person.
I feel like
It-
I
it
got
just-
like
it's a little
30
taste
minutes
this
in the
summer.
beach.
You're like, oh, look, there's sand on the floor over here.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
you
not for
probably
me.
never sweep up the sand, do you? You just
No.
I mean, I don't have it here, but no, when I used to live in like summer areas, no, I wouldn't really sweep it up.
Oh, your
Sandy
bed
bed.
is sandy.
Ew.
Oh,
I never
hell
say
yeah.
Oh, God, ew.
Sandy bed, not a single sheet to be seen
Oh.
anywhere.
Wait, speaking of beds.
Oh,
You're a monster. You're a literal monster.
Okay, you're not happy with his
I-
pillow situation?
I'm gonna tell you guys a
yes.
little secret right now. I'm raw dogging my bed right now.
No.
Why?
Not a sheet on it. I don't know. Just
I'll-
didn't feel like
I'll-
putting them on. I got here Monday. I've not had a sheet on that
Are
bed.
you doing it too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no sand, but like,
No.
sometimes the sheets come off because I didn't put them on there, right? And it's like, oh, I'm just not gonna try that again.
I can't.
It's not
Do you ever do that?
Get into the
I have
far
sheets
corner.
on my bed.
Okay, good.
I have sheets
Because
on
you're
my
a
bed.
grown up?
Yeah, I just because I don't want to sleep on a raw mattress.
Why not?
That's-
It's fine. It's whatever.
It's gross.
the bed itself already stinks.
I will say that my mattress now is not like I could sleep on it without a.
Yeah.
Like old mattresses, you can't sleep on like raw. They're
Right.
like-
No,
they're
this
like-
one it's fine. It's like it's kind of it's a nice material.
Yeah.
The bed itself.
Is this your Tempur-Pedic?
This is my Tempur-Pedic.
Did you make good with Tempur-Pedic?
I wrote a full apology.
A
blog.
retraction?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it wasn't a full apology blog. I apologized to Tempur-Pedic because I thought that just all beds.
All beds matter.
I thought
I wrote an apology blog because all beds matter.
All beds matter.
Well,
I thought-
Kate's gonna have a 10,000 word blog.
I thought all beds that were like made out of that material, that was just called Tempur-Pedic material, like a Kleenex facial tissue thing.
Right, right.
And
So you were not trying to
it
call
turned-
out the brand, you were
No,
calling out
I
the style.
wouldn't have been so mean because I was over the top. I was
Yeah.
heavy-handed. It was like,
It
fuck
was the
Tempur-Pedic.
meanest
Yeah.
tweet ever sent by the
You,
company.
And I
should
wouldn't have done
seen
that.
his face when
When he
they
learned.
tweeted back. I was sitting across the table from him, and he legitimately looked like he was going to cry. I was like, I've never been sadder on Instagram.
And they just sent
than I am right now.
the crying
crying
face.
emoji.
like-
It looked like the crying Native American gif. You know, where he just like looks up and it's like, I just pictured like a full mattress doing that, like a mattress getting on the bed. Like,
You're probably the first person I've ever heard of that's had beef with Tempur.
Wait, so
Oh, I can't
Like,
stop.
you-
no,
like,
no, see, I thought I was in the minority.
People in the comments
No,
were
I don't-
rough.
I don't like them.
John, what was
Did they like
good.
it?
They were like, I agree, Tempur-Pedic sucks, and then
Dude, that-
Tempur-Pedic
what?
was like,
Yeah, I love it.
What was the
No,
non-apology
I
part of the
hate it.
apology?
it was
Well,
bad.
that bed. So I said, but I bet Tempur-Pedic sucks because that style of bed does suck. That,
You just
that-
like you're stuck. Why
and
do you want to be stuck?
You're stuck
where
it,
you are?
and guess what? No springs. So trying to have sex,
That's tough.
not super
Ah.
fucking
Yeah,
easy.
that's tough. That's like it's like having sex in like
I'll
quicksand.
have
It's like
that.
you're
No,
just sinking.
I said every time I have sex, it's a threesome. It's me and Springs fucking you.
Yeah, you need a bounce back. You need the.
Yeah.
But
You know what
that-
they make though? They make Tempur-Pedic with cooling. I got a
Yeah.
pillow like that, and you lay on it and it squishes and it gets cold.
I have one of those.
Oh, mama,
Pillows
that
are
shit
all
is
over the
fire.
place.
It was one of the more expensive purchases of my young life. was
Yeah,
that
but it's
pillow.
worth it.
It was
But your head doesn't
expensive.
fucking
I have a
move, right?
Tempur-Pedic
Like you're
bed
stuck
pillow
in it
too.
the whole time.
Awful.
It's not extremely
Yeah,
You
comfortable.
say stuck? I don't know. I just say I'm nestled in a nice little
Yeah.
cool pillow.
Comfortable.
No.
It's
Yeah,
safe.
It feels
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could get that. Hey, Tempur-Pedic, you can send me one.
Yeah.
You want to do that? Send it over.
The
here.
fact that John just didn't know that Tempur-Pedic was a brand.
Right.
alone.
I don't think that's that crazy.
No, that's not because
I'm
I feel
okay
the
with
same way.
that.
I think that I get where you're coming
I
from, but I
agree
think
with
it had to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
Kleenex was a brand, you know, like you had to
Right.
know the word came from somewhere.
I mean, I know the word. I know the word. Fucking
Here we go, this should be
water
good.
came
Yeah.
from somewhere.
Oh,
Like-
nailed it! Nailed it! Great argument.
I had water in my head, right? And my eyes. If you could have seen my eyes, I was drowning. I was looking for something else.
Chair. I know there's a chair. There was a light.
Plane crash. Todd
As soon as you paused, I knew you had nothing there. I was like, here we go. Let's see where this plane lands. I know that. That's a thing.
Boy, that was tough.
What an absolute
It was
asshole.
honestly, I could see myself. I was taking inventory of the whole fridge. I was like, there's nothing there to break down. Water it is.
What a colossal idiot.
Is Slurpee one of those things? Slurpee is a brand, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like you
Yes.
call frozen things as Slurpee? Okay, so that was a better example.
Hold on, is for you guys, is Colgate for that for with toothpaste?
No, we call it
Oh.
toothpaste.
We
For,
call it
for us,
You
for
call
us,
it
if
Colgate.
if you say toothpaste in Zimbabwe, nobody gonna know what you're talking
It's
about.
Colgate?
Yep.
Damn, how did
They
they,
literally
get that?
they
What
cornered
happened
the
to
market.
Crest? Crest is not up there?
I would say Crest is
Yeah,
above
that
Colgate.
should cost like $30 for a tube, man. We're
So
poor in
wait,
Africa.
Colgate's the cheap shit?
Colgate is the one. Colgate is the one and
What do you
only.
brush it? So you have Colgate now?
I've grown up. I don't think I've ever used. Actually, accidentally, maybe I may have used Crest, but if I had,
Crest
if I,
was-
if I
Oh,
had
you
to
got
Right.
real brand loyalty.
Well, that's
Oi.
like masturbating
I mean,
over there. It's
that's
called
what I grew
pulling a
up
za. I'm gonna go za it up over there. Because that's what guys do when they're gonna jerk off. Be right back.
Right.
guys.
Just announce it for everyone. I'm gonna go masturbate.
Set a timer real
Yeah.
quick. I gotta go
There's
stop.
my jerk off.
Yeah, that's what that was.
was.
That's what that was.
I lived with a kid one summer who did that. And like
What?
every time he's like, I'm gonna go jerk off. I'm like, you don't have to tell
You don't
us,
have to
dude.
do that.
Right.
You don't have to
Because
tell us.
everybody knows, like, if you live in the house with a bunch of guys, everybody knows everyone's jerking off.
Right.
But like the times are like they're so scattered that you
Staggered.
don't try to think about it too much.
as you walk away, you have that face too, so you don't even need to say something. You're
Right.
like,
Right.
Well, here's the wildest part, and this is
Yep.
this is a bad look for me, is that he lived on our couch, and so we had a 2-bedroom apartment. It was a summer place, so we had a two-bedroom apartment, 4 guys, so 2 guys per bedroom, and then one friend who just crashed on the couch forever. Came there day one and was like,
Guy on the couch.
he was like, I'll buy groceries the whole time, and we're like, that's cool, fair trade. So one day he went and just stole all the groceries from his parents' house and came back. Like he came back with like 4 hot dogs. and we're like, fine, whatever. Never bought another grocery. But he would get up to go to the bathroom and he'd be like, hey, Fights, can I borrow your computer?
damn.
And I would say yes.
You have no self-respect.
That's
You have no dignity. And guess what?
I'd be like,
China's
I know
about to
what you're
agree with you.
doing.
Oh,
Fine.
You didn't have a
Honorable,
phone?
if nothing else.
That's
You're
not
right.
That's disgusting.
No, you're a good
my
man.
God.
I know you're a good man.
John, did you
Bro.
ever once think about saying no, like really?
No, I never considered it. I was like, come,
Well, and
yeah,
then
go
this
ahead,
is the same guy
man.
who was gonna let a stranger in the
Jesus
apartment last year and watch
Christ.
the Patriots game.
Yeah, you have no self-respect. I don't know why I expected anything other than that. I mean, that man is that guy. At
grosser
some
than
point
what
over the
he
summer, at some point over the summer, that guy returned your laptop to you with his cover.
Yes. Did you ever
You did.
think
Oh
to like
my
wipe
God.
it down or anything? You just keep using it.
I never thought to do it. I mean, I didn't use it much. It wasn't like a regular thing.
Hey
Basically,
Casey,
just
mind tossing me your vibe after this? Sorry, that's too much. But that
Is it? It is. Yeah, it is.
except fluids.
Except for
Yeah.
Come on.
No, I think that's a nice thing.
By the way, I mean, in
You
that
want your
situation, you gotta go like from memory.
Yeah.
You don't need in
For
a
a whole
summer
summer,
house.
I will give him credit for this.
Yeah.
There were times he was clearly going to do that and didn't ask.
So
And then
you do.
sometimes he was just like, I got nothing on the brain. I'm
Needs
my
an
eyes are shut,
inspiration.
I'm gonna go water. He needs something else.
I was afraid you're saying, and there was times he was going without it, and I offer, I'm like, here you go, bud.
It's like
Whoa!
Pavlov's dog. It's like, oh, he's going out.
Would he like clear the browser or anything? He was, you know.
I never checked. I don't.
Well,
I would
Well,
have checked.
I'm not nosy. What you do on my laptop is none of my business.
What's your infamous line? That's
What?
right along the same line.
It's about the
Oh, you're kidding
DMs.
to me. Oh,
Yeah,
think about
what
me,
you
no.
say about me is none of my business. That's John's famous line. That's why he doesn't read comments or read tweets. What you think about me has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
It is fascinating logic that makes no sense but perfect sense all at the same time.
No, I like that. I don't like the using your
I just wanted to
laptop.
come on my laptop.
Your laptop, bro. Your
Crunchy
laptop.
keys,
Come
I
on,
could
you
live
gotta turn
without.
that.
But also,
God,
like a lot of
crunchy
people
keys.
forget about if
Glad
he's
somebody
going
heard
to jerk off with your laptop. Most people wouldn't even just like someone having their laptop.
At all.
Like, yeah, like I'm gonna take your laptop.
I
and
mean,
go
it's
over
like one of
here.
my best friends. Like, I don't care.
But even,
do any of you think at this
Well, like, what are you
point-
gonna find? If I gave you my laptop for the night, I mean, what could Kevin possibly find on my laptop?
I don't know. I
That-
mean,
from
we had a
experience.
conversation earlier that was pretty
Yeah,
aggressive.
you'll find some of that.
But none of it would like shock you.
Yeah.
I don't think so. But like, listen, you can be as close as you can be with someone, and there's some shit they do behind closed doors that you don't know about.
You think
There
that
are
there's
no-
something that would shock you that he
I
does?
don't think there's anything you should
I don't think so.
I don't
I
think
don't know.
so.
Like,
The two of you I don't think. Is there something he would do that would shock you?
I wish that we
don't
could
think
ask
so.
that question that I posed earlier, but we can't because that would be the only thing,
Oh, yeah.
like a video of John
that
doing
wouldn't
that.
su- yeah,
would
no,
shock
that
me.
Yeah, that's not.
But that wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, I maybe, yes, the extreme ends of like friendship and family and stuff, but like even like good friends. Like I don't care what Trent does, but I also don't need to see his deepest, darkest.
Yeah, you don't need to see it, but would it
Oh,
surprise
that
you?
to see it.
That
I'd
pussy
like
doesn't
to
even
see
know
it.
about snowballing, so he probably watches lesbian porn. Like,
But that's the thing is like, would you watch a Trent sex tape? Oh fuck
Yeah.
yeah! Then,
I'd pay for it, Trent sex.
oh.
Hell yeah.
I will watch anybody fuck. I will watch literally anybody fuck.
Yeah, I agree.
Outside of my
Zah,
family.
weren't you supposed
thought I
to
was the
fuck
only
the porn
one.
star?
No, Zah.
Oh, Zah was Miss fucking prima donna.
Yeah, Zah had intense
He asked for
demands.
$100,000 to do it.
What's wrong with you?
What's
Good for him. Know your worth.
Hey,
No, you're
know
worth
your
king.
baby. Know your
I
worth.
mean,
Is that like a
yeah,
foot in the door
I gotta
technique?
pay the bills somehow, right? Gotta keep a what's it called? No, but we are back in contact.
Okay, good.
Oh!
Not in regards to that. But
Oh, okay.
we'll see after this
thought we were
virus.
back to the
Which,
negotiations.
which one was she?
Victoria June, shout out to
You've
her.
kept in
Shout out
touch.
the greatest.
That was a special moment. That was, I mean, you lit up when she was like showing interest or tweeting back or whatever. You were a happy man.
I'm a porn guy. Any
You know
one
what?
of
It's
these-
funny. Like, there's a lot of me, YP, the Real Beaters Club. A lot of people talk about it. Zah's the
I
president.
am about it.
I'm not only the client. I'm
A lot
the
of people
president.
talk about it. I am about it.
The main thing is like I was molded by it.
Until you've ever been slinging porn DVDs, you're not a porn
Oh
guy.
yeah,
You know?
oh yeah. Nah, she hopefully after this virus, we'll see.
I like
Like,
that
just
you're
off,
keeping
off
it
the
close to the
record?
vest.
Off the record or on the record? Like you guys are gonna.
Off, probably off.
Going on.
Whoa! Back on!
Wow!
I thought you meant you were back in contact with her,
Yeah.
just talking, like, what's up, girl, how you been? I didn't know that kind of
They're
contact.
romantically involved.
It's
it sounds
what's
like.
it's that. It's what's
God.
up.
Wait,
what's up,
speaking, is
girl?
Rudy
How's
still
it?
here?
Yeah.
Rude boy!
Rudy.
Come
on
it's-
now.
He's like, what?
He's like,
What?
Like he doesn't know.
Like, yeah.
why.
Oh,
Come on in.
he's doing his makeup and all that.
Somewhere either on, I don't know.
I'll sit next to you. All right, bro.
So we were having a debate about how hot Rudy is. So
I think we have an extra mic.
Yeah, we have another mic.
I have one at my desk, but
I'll get it figured out.
What do you mean? You definitely 17 steps away.
But I
Somebody's
forgot it.
zogging.
what the fuck
he
did
had
legend
one
Zah
ready
is?
He had one ready for me.
Zah will literally give you the mic off his back.
He's the nicest
I
guy.
mean,
That's my fault.
What a fucking guy.
You
Zah
acted
is.
like your mic was in California.
Yeah, like,
Well,
I'm
Zah was
gonna-
already here when I realized it.
I'm gonna count the steps.
This is why. Thank God you're good looking, because you're a fucking doofus.
five.
This is a
You're
bad
fucking
look
minion.
all around.
what do you mean?
Well,
This is a no-win thing. Trent does this to me, where he's like, always like, "Oh, you're good looking. Like your problems don't matter."
Your problems don't matter.
I don't know what the
24
problem
steps. Round trip, 24 steps.
Mo, it's at my
Yeah, I
desk.
forgot my mic
No,
in
it's at my
desk.
desk.
so now you're good looking and a lazy prick. Unbelievable. No, you're not like you're a good looking guy, but Nate acted like you.
Well, no,
face
here's
is
what happened.
beat.
No, Trent is like, you're a male model. I want to fuck you. You're so hot. And I was like, he's decent looking,
Those
but he's
are all
not like,
facts.
he's not that hot.
Rudy's sexy.
Yeah, but I agree with Nate because there's always a certain level of
Well,
like
you have to.
self-loathing.
You can't
have.
sound like an asshole by saying you
No,
agree with
I-
everyone else.
Yeah.
Huh?
You can't.
Well, Nate was like, I don't like how many comments.
No,
Yeah.
that.
Nate's
So
a
Nate
hater.
lives in Rudy's comment
Mark,
section.
you are miss-
Getting-
Mark,
getting
you are-
mad
No.
about
That's
it.
an interesting piece of evidence. The fact that you've even been down.
Nate's
there.
like, I don't think you're
I'll tell you,
talking
I
about
can
the
guarantee you,
comments.
I've never looked at Rudy's comments once in my life.
I
You
don't-
are in there all the
I
time.
don't think he's as hot as his
The
Instagram comments.
Which you read.
Him
So
out
you
to
read
be.
his
Right,
Instagram
that's what I'm
comments.
saying.
I'm
texted
overrated.
him
I'm
about
overrated.
that. I was like, how?
Rudy's the Tom Brady of hotness.
I'm overrated.
But you do see.
Look at that
how
smile.
I know, he
He
knows.
knows.
Oh my God, he
That
knows.
smile. He knows
But
what's
you
up.
do
There's
see
nothing I
how
can do now.
You do see how someone being in those
Ugly-
comments,
being an
reading,
ugly, go ahead.
reading all those comments and being like, look at this guy getting all these comments about how hot he is, might build a little bit of bitterness.
No, I just go, he's not that. These girls
Who's
are
not?
bitterness.
These girls are fine looking, but it's
Nate,
like
No, I'm
Who
overrated.
at Barstool is better looking than Rudy?
Caleb.
Anybody else? The guy, but you know, I'm sure there are people who like his look.
I
better
have to
than
look down our roster. He is like top 5%.
You said he
Top
was a 7.
5%?
He's probably one of the
Top
top
5%.
It's just
what,
incredibly
top
uncomfortable.
10? Oh yeah, I do feel bad about having this debate.
Oh no, people are telling me how hot I am to my face.
This is the
I've never been told that to their face. Oh, this guy.
You know, speaking of the top 5 hotness, did you see
That guy
Bailey Carlin's?
No.
It was his like middle school yearbook,
Oh, I
and
did
it
see
was
that.
top 5 hottest guys.
Shit too, though.
Mine was like Archdiocese of Denver, nuns and habits.
Oh.
Yeah.
wow.
Uh-huh. It was a stark contrast because I went to a middle school that was like anything goes, like Little
What
John
did the
music,
what did the
grinding.
girls wear at your high school?
Well, all the illegal stuff.
Because like we wore like full
khakis,
Catholic school.
everything.
Was the Catholic schoolgirl uniform a thing before Brittany? Like a sexy
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
yes.
Flipping them
Yes.
short was. For
So
sure,
like,
yeah.
we wore plaid skirts, knee socks, the whole like sweater vest and everything, and anybody thought it was hot. And then I went and worked in the service industry with like public school boys, and they acted like it was like the hottest thing ever. Britney Spears though was around that time.
Britney
Yep,
Spears
you're
changed
right.
the culture.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know.
Yeah.
The Catholic schoolgirl was definitely a thing.
When were you watching that before like 98?
Well, I wasn't personally, but like I know, like that's why they dressed up a fucking 15-year-old girl.
Probably,
Like,
yeah.
That's
Chick-fil-A.
why
That's a
older-
whole other problem.
That's why
Yeah,
older
that's
girls.
so
like,
bad.
That's
hey,
why.
Real
No.
nice problem. It's bad, dude.
Worse than
Brunel
HQ?
had like a really bad experience the other night.
He's
What
terrified.
happened?
of them
Do
to
tell.
begin with.
He had we had a couple of my show up and then we got rid of them, but then they keep coming back and now it's like they're around a lot at night. And he heard one in his room, and it was screwing around. And he said he had like a full-on like standoff with it where he flicked on the lights and he's like on his room or he's like on his bed like probably naked like freaked out. And the mouse was like running back and forth like didn't know where
Didn't
to
know
go.
what to do, yeah.
Right. And he got so spooked that he took his laptop out, put like a high frequency YouTube video on and
Noise.
tried to sleep. He said he slept for like half an hour and then he heard it on his desk. And he like springs
shit.
up and the thing like leaps out of the bag and like jumps across the room and he comes to my room in the morning. He's like, we're moving.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Would you rather?
He had like a bag on his desk. He probably had like,
chips or something?
I don't know, yeah, something.
This
But
feels
yeah,
like a
he was
Grinnell
traumatized.
problem.
I bet you Grinnell could
he's
handle
like
it better.
hexed or something.
So your old apartment,
No, you
didn't the upstairs sewage like leak on
that
your
was
bed?
his old apartment. I didn't live there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was his old apartment.
Didn't he have mice at his old one too? Didn't you?
Yeah,
tell
I mean,
that?
like I know it's
Grinnell's
New
just
York and you
cursed.
get mice.
Sounds
but,
like it.
Would you rather
sucks.
mice or bugs?
Mice? We were talking about this earlier because
No,
mice.
bugs.
are-
That's
Bugs
true.
you would
Yeah.
In my backyard.
That's
and
weird.
He acted
Gross.
like it was just like
Yeah.
a caterpillar or two fell, like one landed on him. And he acted like it was Pearl Harbor. Like he started running. They're falling! They're falling! And I was like, what do you do, man? He's like, they don't electrocute you here? I was like, they don't electrocute. No, man, they don't electrocute you here.
Oh,
And I
caterpillars
guess like
do
down
that?
south they have like
Zap
caterpillars
you
that
or
like
whatever?
zap you and stuff like that.
That's
So
pretty
I would,
cool,
I would rather,
Someone's watching who's from New Orleans, something like that, or Louisiana.
Okay, maybe.
What?
I mean, and I grew up in the Dallas area, so maybe outside of the city limits, I've never fucking heard that.
No, they don't let centipedes in Dallas.
The zapping centipedes? That's not a thing.
They got rid of them.
I got
Fuck you,
stung by a
Rudy.
bee for the first time in my entire life about
When?
a week ago.
The
I-
first time in your
I
entire
swear
life.
to
week
God,
ago?
first time ever.
You didn't
And
make,
I had
you didn't
just
make a
said-
ginormous deal out of it?
I did.
Oh.
Because
Oh,
it
he did.
fucking, I know it, yes.
It
But
hurt?
it hurts. And I was like, I was thinking to myself, I said it a week before on the podcast.
No,
I got a little Final Destination thing going. On the same podcast, I was like, I've never been stung by a bee.
Not electrocute, sting.
Sting.
Ah.
I figured that biting or whatever. I said, I've never been stung by a bee and that the cancel mob is coming for me. And within a week, I stepped on a
Bee.
fucking bug and went through all the bee. I thought,
Ooh.
I was like, we're going to have to amputate my foot. This hurts
It
so
hurts so
goddamn
much,
much.
and then it itches, and then
And my
it itches.
foot was
They teach
totally
you guys to
swollen
flick-
and red, and then
That's what I
where
said.
the
They
stinger
teach you
was-
guys to
When I was
flick
a kid,
around
I
it?
got stabbed by somebody a bee.
You flick it
in the
off,
eye
and apparently
3
it
days in a
doesn't
row.
work.
What's wrong
The
with
thing
you,
about when I
John?
stepped on it,
3
too,
different
I
times,
felt
3 days in a
like-
row.
Wasn't
I
it
haven't
like a
since.
soft spot?
That sounds
in
like
your
a
foot, too?
Bible
Yeah,
story.
The worst.
That really does.
Well,
It had to be something about it being on your foot, because I've been stung by a bee and it's not that bad.
Well, I think I put all my fucking weight on it. I think
Yeah.
if it just like stung me and be like
Right.
whatever, but my foot got red and where the sting was like a white swollen part, and I was
That
just like,
soft spot.
I was like,
I'll
I
give you a
think
foot.
I'm gonna have to go to the hospital. I go, what is gonna happen here? And like 20 minutes later, I was fine.
Do you take
but that was
do you
the
take a Benadryl for that? What do you do?
well, that was the problem. They said to do that, but I had my kids at the time, and I was like, I'm gonna have to fucking send them back to their mom. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then I just like had a beer and I was fine. But Marty Mush had a hypothetical, and we'll all go around and do it as we wrap up here.
Yeah.
Although it changed a bunch. So what was the final answer? It was
The one I was asked. Is that what you want to go with?
yeah.
Okay.
Because I think
One-
yours was
It's a year,
refined.
yeah, year and a five.
Mine was 1 year of a bug flying in your face, insect flying in your face every single time you're outside.
Just
Whenever you're outside,
Fuck
there's an insect
that.
flying in your face. You can't kill it. It's just always there.
Doesn't touch you.
Verse, for 5 years, 13 times a year you get stung by a bee.
Oh.
So once a month-ish, a little bit more
Kate,
for 5 years.
The boys were arguing the other day that it would just be like having their period.
Question.
So it's like you just
My
know.
question.
Would you
was
rather have your
along.
period once a month or just get stung by a bee?
Get
really
stung
quick?
by a bee.
I get stung by a
Get
bee. I'm
stung
getting
by a
stung
bee.
by a bee.
I would get
All
stung
I
by a
get-
bee
yeah.
twice a month.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
you know
Stung by a
you
bee.
know when your
Easily.
period is. My question was along the lines of that. Do I know when I
Is there
can
a
I
certain-
pick when I get stung? Can I pick my 13? Do I pick my 13? Do I know? Do I know? Do I know?
That makes it way easier.
Literally,
I'm
it does.
going
It does.
bees
So
either way.
that's actually
Where?
bees.
If you knew on the first of the month, every month you're gonna get stung by a bee, that makes it better than if it's random.
Oh, it makes it
Easy.
easier.
Right.
Way easier.
All right.
So I'll do pick
If
bees.
it's
Because if you don't know, you
surprise?
wake up every day being like, today's the day.
No, wait, I'm
Today's
gonna
the
say
day.
Well, like,
I'm
it's
stung.
not like you're
week
getting
span.
stabbed.
There's a
You're-
7-day span every month.
I'll take that
I'm
too.
so
I'll
sick
take
of
that
you
too.
girls.
I'll take
Because
that too.
It's the
I'll take that
goddamn,
too.
it's the pre-cycle, and then you have it, and then it lasts longer. It's like, it's been the whole month, and we're gonna start it over again. It's just a never-ending cycle, and you guys
Ask
get a
Kevin
pain in
who's
the
had a good
ass.
experience with girls on their periods.
It's crazy with you guys and your self-cleaning vaginas. What the fuck is going
Kate,
on?
have you this thing that they didn't know that vaginas
Whoa,
were-
whoa,
I know
whoa.
it was that one video.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait.
You didn't
Like a
know
fucking
that.
Roomba in there, cleaning it up.
Wait, how?
Yeah.
I did listen to it, and I thought the conclusion was that they don't. Or what was
Oh
the...
no, they do. I just
they
don't.
do.
It's
like a
It
dishwasher.
sounds like we all know.
No, it's I thought self-cleaning oven. We all have our appliances we apply to it, which sounds sexist on like a deep level.
I mean,
It's like a vacuum cleaner. It's like an iron board.
Yeah, no, it's like
when that happens to
like
me,
70
that's
cents on
not
the
well.
dollar.
That same idea.
when it happens to you.
When it happens to us, that same idea. I'm
Sorry.
trying
What
to
about your
even.
vagina?
You have a self-cleaning
I'm
penis?
trying to even. I'm trying to even.
if our penis
There
is up.
was a video on the
thought
chick's
that-
Instagram, and this girl was like,
Ow.
"Did I just have my period? Oh no, wait, she's just cleaning herself." And guys were like,
That's a joke. Feel it when it's
So
doing
that
a cleaning
same idea is
Oh
not
my
cleaning
God.
for
I
us.
can't.
"Don't see. I don't like this either.
I can't
Why
even
would we
really-
know? Why are you like, oh my god, these guys don't even know about vaginas?"
I've never even
I'm out
seen
on
one.
this.
Like you're
You
gonna
spend
have
your
to.
lives
out of
pursuing
this
it, but you have no
I'm so
idea what
lost.
the hell it is.
If I
That's
told
my
you the
problem.
inner workings of a dick,
I'm
you
also
wouldn't know
very
what's
open
going
about
on,
I
would
have
you?
no idea. My knowledge of
There's
vagina is.
the tip. There's the hole
Wait,
in the
do
tip.
you know like about penises?
There's
Because
the
teach me, please,
epididymis.
because I don't know about those
There's
either.
the Vans deferens.
Ooh.
I know that one.
You know that because the chap's getting a vasectomy. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it decimated.
So
I believe the word pulverized.
Oh, forget.
Pulverized, yeah.
so they clean, huh?
So
Okay.
I mean,
The good ones at least. If you got a lemon,
Not
that's
mine.
yeah.
Mine never. Yeah, no.
Do you got to choose?
Still doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I'm trying to wrap it around
No.
related to me and the same
not
idea,
related to
same
you.
idea.
can't
like
No,
okay, so
doesn't
here's
make
the deal.
sense.
It's like, does my butthole clean itself?
All right. And that's it.
That's what I was
Friday
looking
night
for. That's what I was
Everybody
looking
have
for.
themselves a wonderful weekend.
Goodbye.
Clean your buttholes.
I mean,
See you next week.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
See you next week.
All right.